I wonder if I could impose on you to locate the book entitled A History of the Arcane. Wong said it would be located somewhere in this house. Latveria is a tiny country in Europe, located near Hungary. It's a haven for gypsies, one of the few people Dr. Doom takes an interest in. Surprisingly well. There's virtually no crime because the country is patrolled by an army of robots. And thanks to Doom's genius in weaponry, Latveria is considered by many to be a superpower. He's the son of Loki, king of the frost giants. Odin took the infant Loki as his own son after defeating Loki in battle. Yes, but as the two boys grew, so did Loki's hatred of Thor and his desire to rule Asgard. You're welcome.
Be wary, my friends. Silver
Our
Surfer.
time is at hand.
Greetings, humans. I am Clea, Sorcerer Supreme of the Dark Dimension and friend to Doctor Strange. Yes, but be wary. This is where Doctor Strange stores arcane objects. Most are harmless, but some could prove quite dangerous.
Hey, that name you gave me, C.D. Cebulski, was perfect. Yeah, he said all I need was a shield security module. Would you mind talking to the Vision? I bet he has one.
Humans, I would warn you, dark magic is stalking this house, waiting to pounce like a wolf in the night. Doctor Strange's most powerful enemy, Baron Mordo. A vile dark sorcerer who has long been a rival of Stephen's. And though he has great inborn magical powers, Mordo is no match for the mystical might of Doctor Strange. Long ago, Mordo pretended to be a student of the Ancient One, all the time plotting to take his power. Stephen discovered Mordo's deception and attempted to warn the Ancient One. My name is Clea. I am the Sorceress Supreme of the Dark Dimension. Yes, we are quite well acquainted. Years back, Stephen brought me to Earth, and I became his student. Once I had learned all I could, I returned to my dimension to free it from the corrupt rule of my mother. All I can tell you is this house, the Sanctum Sanctorum, is the focal point of an immense evil energy. That is what most concerns me. It is happening now, even as we speak. Like a menacing vulture, it hovers, waiting to strike. Of course.
Hey, did you see that Professor Xavier's here? With him on the case, Jean Grey and Nightcrawler are as good as free. Hey, come on. This is Professor Charles Xavier we're talking about. The guy's never wrong. If they'd been kidnapped by almost any other villain, I'd be fine. But this is Doctor Doom. He doesn't play nice. No, but the guy's super smart, and with brains like his, he's got all the superpowers he needs. I'm sure she had a perfectly good reason to be lugging that laptop around in the middle of a battle, even if she was awfully close to Doom's troops. Look, she can't be guilty, okay? And you know why? Because she's really hot, and I don't want her to be guilty. What's not to be proud of? Look at the people I work with. Cyclops, Beast, Colossus, Emma Frost. They're all heavy hitters at the top of their game. Oh, he is one in a billion. Dignified, intelligent, and tough as nails when he has to be. He's the only one who could lead a group like the X-Men. Be cool.
Hi, how are you? None whatsoever. I'm not his sister, I'm not his cousin he gave blood to, and his powers were never accidentally transferred to me. Well, he is cute in a geeky sort of way, but with his sense of humor, I prefer to keep my distance. Mostly because I have enhanced strength and can stick to walls like the web slinger. But also I have the power to generate bioelectric venom blasts. No, he also hasn't had the training in hand-to-hand combat that I've had. Oh, you must have seen how Jarvis reacted to me at Stark Tower. It's a pheromone thing. I'm still learning how to control it. Yes, you see, I transmit a chemical that makes men very attracted to me. It gets a lot worse when I'm under stress, like during battle. It was my pleasure.
Hello. How are you? You mean because of the laptop we found in the helicarrier? No, it's impossible. Black Widow is a lot of things, but she's not a traitor. I know, because I fought beside her, and I've been romantically involved with her. And on a more practical side, she doesn't act like she's lying. A person person's heart rate changes when they lie, and Natasha's heart is steady as ever. She has to be telling the truth. Yes, that's one of the side effects of having radioactive waste dumped on me as a kid. It blinded me, but it also heightened my other senses. I now have a radar-like ability to give me a mental picture of my surroundings. That was because a martial artist named Stick trained me how to use my new abilities. Oddly enough, Stick's also blind. Anytime.
Greetings. I trust you have spoken with Clea about the dark magic she senses. I now sense it as well. It is difficult to tell. The magic waits like a creature on the hunt. It lurks in the dark, waiting for its moment to pounce. I'm sorry. All I know for certain is that this dark magic is the work of my arch nemesis, Baron Mordo. Long ago, I had been a doctor of surgery and injured my hands in a car accident. While searching for a cure, I met the Ancient One. Yes, but at the time his student was Baron Mordo. I discovered Mordo intended to steal the Ancient One's power, and I helped to stop him. Since then, Mordo and I have been bitter enemies. He grew up in the Himalayan mountains some 500 years ago. There he was trained in the mystic arts, but was ultimately forced to battle his treacherous master. The young man then dedicated his life to fighting dark magic and joined the Order of the Ancient Ones. He outlived his compatriots and feared he would die without finding an apprentice. Then he met me. You're quite welcome.
You found the book. Thank you. This should help improve my knowledge of the mystical realm. The one for accessing SHIELD data? Yes, I still have it. I suppose there's no harm in that. You're welcome.
Hello, I am Wong, Dr. Strange's assistant. This is the Sanctum Sanctorum. It is built upon a focal point for supernatural energies, and is the home of my teacher, Dr. Strange. This is where Dr. Strange conducts various experiments into the mystical world. It also houses his vast collection of occult objects. It is a mystical device recently created by Dr. Strange. It aids him in reaching the dark dimension where his friend Clea resides. Not at all. Once I have attuned it to the proper location, you may use it anytime you like. It was no trouble at all.
Hi, what can I do for you? That's the Orb of Teleportation. It's for transporting people to different locations. Yes, I guess since he's the Sorcerer Supreme, he's the only one who could create such a powerful magical item. Don't worry about it.
The Masters of Evil recently abducted 2 of my X-Men, Jean Grey and Nightcrawler. Colonel Fury has placed a priority on saving them. Apparently, he feels that by locating the wayward X-Men, you will also uncover the headquarters of the Masters of Evil. Yes, with the aid of Cerebro, I've discovered Nightcrawler is in Latvia. Nightcrawler's location really comes as no surprise, although I must admit I'm puzzled as to why Jean isn't with him. But there's no time to hesitate. To get to Latveria, use Doctor Strange's Orb of Teleportation. It will send you there instantly. No, but it can be dangerous to the untrained mind. That's why I will only allow the most experienced of telepaths to use it. Jean Grey and Emma Frost are both quite skilled at working with Cerebro. His real name is Kurt Wagner, and he's perhaps the kindest soul I've ever met. Hailing from Germany, he is devoutly religious, despite his somewhat devilish appearance. Oh yes, he's been with the team for years. His mutant ability to teleport has saved the X-Men hundreds of times. This is an uplink Beast created, so that I can access all of Cerebro's functions, even though I'm miles away. It's a large device located in the sub-basement of the X-Mansion. I use it to locate mutants around the world. Jean is quite a talented telepath, and very powerful at telekinetics, more so than she realizes. And that power carries a grave danger. If she expends too much energy, there is a chance her personality will be consumed by the Phoenix. The Phoenix is a malevolent entity, capable of great destruction. Of course, come back anytime.
Hello, Captain America. Welcome to the Sanctum Sanctorum.
Hello, Black Widow.
Originally, I was a ballerina, but at the news of my husband's death, I became a spy for the KGB. I discovered the truth, that my husband was alive. He had become an agent known as the Red Guardian, and his superiors wished him to sever all ties to his past. Located in Latveria's capital city, it looks like nothing more than a medieval castle, but it houses some of the most advanced technology on Earth. Doom prefers to use robots for security. These Doombots, as they are called, closely resemble the man who created them. They were visiting Dr. Moira McTaggart on Muir Island when an army led by Ultron attacked. Not seriously. Ultron's team did not waste time with unnecessary battle. They fought their way into the lab area, trapped the X-Men in containment fields, and then teleported out. It was no trouble at all.
What have we here? Oh, a brand new XJ9 Shield security module. Sweet! Now I can do some serious hacking. Do you honestly think any of you can hide from a super hacker like me? There is nowhere on Earth you can go that I can't track you down. Actually, Deadpool told me. Well, I climbed up a drain pipe and crawled in through a window. Then, a plant tried to eat me, and some tentacles tried to drag me into another dimension. Just wait till you get my bill. Nothing new. As far as I know, it's a think tank run by S.H.I.E.L.D. But I'm looking to find out exactly what it is they're thinking about. Well, I bet she's working for the other team. But we'll know more once I hack into S.H.I.E.L.D.'s Black Ops network and get full info on the organization. You can thank me later. With cash.
Things were a little touch and go at Mandarin's palace, but the team did a good job. I'm sure you'll have no trouble in Latveria. It was originally created to battle Hydra, a terrorist organization run by Baron Wolfgang von Strucker. Yes, there was a time when S.H.I.E.L.D. became so large it suffered from traitors within the organization. But with people like the Black Widow in key positions, we'll never have that problem again. S.H.I.E.L.D. analysts think it has something to do with the theft of the mutant amplifier from the Omega base. If the mutant amplifier were used on Nightcrawler, he could teleport anywhere in the world. And with Jean Grey, well, I hate to think what could happen. If her psychic powers were augmented and then she transformed into the Phoenix, she could tear the Earth apart without giving it a second thought. I invited him because he's the only one who can locate the missing X-Men quickly. Xavier is one of the most powerful telepaths on Earth. And there's that added incentive that he's the leader of the X-Men. No problem.
Alright, since there is 6 total to choose from now, we now have 3 choices per point.
Baron Mordo, I trust all is in order. Our guests will be arriving soon, and I would hate to be ill-prepared.
You can rest assured, I have taken all the necessary steps.
Ha! An infant could have cast better spells. The heroes have detected your magic and suspect something is afoot.
They cannot possibly know the true meaning of the enchantments. I'd stake my life on it.
Be careful what you wager.
Loki, leave the good Baron alone. What does it matter if the heroes suspect? They will still be ensnared by the trap.
For his sake, they'd best be. I'm taking a grave risk being associated with the Masters of Evil.
Make no mistake, my friend. We all stand to lose much if we fail. Which is why I'm certain Baron Mordo will achieve success. But I would warn you, Baron, my faith only goes so far. Failure will not be tolerated, and the penalty will be most unpleasant.
What of the mutant amplifier we stole from the Omega base? Does it work?
Yes, even better than I dare hope. But time is now a factor in our plans.
Why is that?
The mutant amplifier is quite destructive. If we do not move swiftly, the X-Man we kidnapped will die.
You surprise me, Dr. Doom. Why do you care for the health of the mutant?
I don't. An early death would hinder our plans. But make no mistake, death for the X-Man is inevitable.
You must know you're there. Watch yourselves. There could be a trap around any corner. And remember, your primary mission is to retrieve Nightcrawler and Jean Grey. Once they're safe, find out whatever you can about the Masters of Evil's next move. On a side note, Senator Kelly was abducted in the middle of the night. The really odd thing is, a jack-in-the-box was left in his place. I have no idea. But keep your eyes open. See if you can find any information on the Senator's location.
As you wish.
Affirmative.
This won't be much longer. That's gonna leave a bruise.
I am more powerful than ever before.
Everyone all right?
You're no match for my
That's
Certainly.
got it. Okay, who's next? My health is running low.
You fucking Silver Surfer motherfucker. Congratulations for you, Carl. I don't fucking get it, man.
Take much longer.
I suppose Professor Xavier sent you to save me. Well, he shouldn't have bothered. I am very different. For the first time in my life, I'm free. Free to use my powers without being restrained by Xavier and all the rest of you. He told me you'd say something like that. And he also told me the truth. He said you fear me because I'm more powerful than any of you. Liar! Everyone has tried to stop me from exploring just how powerful I am. Well, I think it's about time I found it. Don't you?
I can't take this one alone.
Fuck.
I have right. I'm running low on health.
Fools! I'll deal with you later.
This is your old buddy Arcade. I hope you're ready for a fun-filled day at Murder World, because I've got some killer events lined up. I know you've been running yourself ragged trying to stop Dr. Doom, so I spoke to Baron Mordo. He was able to divert your teleportation spell to my little land of fun and assassination. See how tense you are? This little vacation is just what you need. And remember, no one ever leaves Murder World unhappy. Because no one leaves Murder World alive!
Let's laugh it up!
You're only proving what I've been saying all along. You meta-humans are nothing but self-serving vigilantes. How do I know you didn't stage this whole event so that I'd be grateful to you? All right. What should I do? Thank you. I suppose I should apologize for my rude behavior. But you have to understand, a man in my position can't afford to trust anyone. Looks like you lose.
my dear, dear friends. You're wasting your time trying to save me. You should be worried about saving yourselves. Liar! Arcade isn't controlling me. He set me free. He wants me to use my powers to their fullest. And then it looks like Arcade is going to get what he wants.
Oh, you fuck. What the fuck? Dun, 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 dun.
I just had the weirdest dream. I attacked you guys at a carnival. Oh, I guess that really happened. Other than feeling like I was hit by a truck, yeah, I'm just great. And if only my head would stop spinning. I don't think so. The last I saw of Kurt, Dr. Doom had him hooked up to some kind of power amplifier. It looked extremely painful. Arcade was there along with Doom. Find him, and he can tell you where Nightcrawler is.
Alright, that is it. Don't forget to show, like, favorite, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Life is Gamer. I'll see you next time. You lose.